Hello, welcome to this session on what is value added. By the end of this session, you should be able to explain the concept of value added, as well as state and explain the primary and secondary value chain activities. So within a given organization, value added can be considered from two perspectives. That is, from the accounting perspective as well as from the marketing perspective. So from the accounting perspective, value added basically refers to total value less cost of all activities undertaken to develop and market a product or service. So from the accounting person, value can be obtained by influencing customers to pay more by usually adding more features to the product and reducing the cost of the product without necessarily compromising on the quality of the product or the features of the product. So when you offer a product to customers which has significant features, which has enhanced quality, and then you ask the customers to pay more for that product, the accounting person sees that the organization is realizing value. Then from the marketing perspective, they consider value to be improving the products that they offer to customers. That is adding more features which customers value to products or services so that the product would appear to be unique in the eyes of the customer. So in a typical value chain, it's used to refer or is used to describe the sequence of activities, business activities, by which value is added to the products or services that an organization or supply chain provides. Value chain starts from obtaining inputs and raw materials, and it ends with finished products and offering of after-sales service. So a firm can use their value chain as a model to identify where their competitive advantage lies. All activities in the value chain that are undertaken by an organization are seen to be part of the organization's value chain. And these groups of activities, according to Porter, can be classified into primary and secondary activities. So in a typical value chain of an organization, we have primary activities that are directly involved in the organization's product offerings, and then the secondary activities which support basically the primary activities. And both activities, that is the primary activities and the secondary activities, seeks to maximize the organization's profit margin. So when you take Porter's value chain, the primary activities, they are basically those activities that are involved in obtaining inputs and converting them through production into finished goods and selling them to customers. So the first primary activity is inbound logistics, which is characterized by bringing in raw materials that have been acquired from suppliers into an organization. The processes that characterize the movement of raw materials into a focal firm or an organization is what we term as inbound logistics. And then after the products have moved inside the organization, you move on to operations where the raw materials are converted and transformed into finished product so as to be made available to customers. So after operations, the products have to be moved to customers, and all the processes that facilitate this movement is what we term as outbound logistics. And in moving products or in delivering products and services to customers, certain activities accompany them, and these activities help to position the product in the minds of the customers and help to realize enhanced revenue. And this is what we term as the marketing and sales activities in the value chain, and they include promotion, advertising, pricing, communication to customers. And then we have services, which comes after selling the products to the customers. That includes educating customers on how products should be used and offering after sales services such as repair, maintenance, and replacement to the customers. Then we move on to secondary or support activities. These activities support mainly the primary activities. So you come to firm infrastructure. This refers to the physical facility that the primary activities take place. So operations has to exist at a manufacturing plant, and the salesperson, the inbound logistics person, or the internal logistics function has to exist in a given organization, and it is staffed by competent people who are the human resources in the organization. And in order to forecast what customers want so as to undertake the various primary activities, there has to be technology that is enhancing the development of new products as well as helping to create value to customers. And then the role of procurement cannot be overemphasized since procurement is responsible for ensuring that logistics activities are effectively and efficiently undertaken, as well as the raw materials are acquired effectively from competent suppliers. So in this session, you have learned about the concept of value added, as well as some primary and secondary support activities of the value chain. Thank you.